So the green screen that I usually use to make my videos isn't working today. So the videos will look a little bit different, but here we go. This woman wants to know, am I the a-hole for telling my husband that he would be responsible for his daughter from now on? She says, so my stepdaughter is about to be 13. She has primarily lived with us since she has been 5.5. Over the years, I have loved her and treated her like she was my daughter. Even after having kids of my own, I never treated her differently. Over the last year, she started becoming a habitual liar. She lies about stupid stuff and big stuff. Examples of things she's lied about: feeding the dog, who she's talking to, where she's met people at, if she did her chores, crushes at school. She's even made completely made up situations like being kissed, asked out, getting in fights. All things we have caught her lying about, and she will continue to lie to us until proof is in her face. The biggest thing is earlier in December, she took my little one downstairs and offered to watch him and my two younger ones while I slept in the morning. I work nights and my husband was at work. She asked what time I was getting up, and I told her 9 a.m., which was like in 30 minutes. I wake up and she was gone. Her and the dog were gone. My 6-month-old in his bouncer crying, and my daughter, who's 6, got my dish soap and smeared it all over the bathroom, and then locked herself in there when she heard me coming. My son, who's 4, says she took the dog for a walk. She has no cell phone. I got the situation at home taken care of, and she still wasn't home. I realize it's been an hour, and I go out and start looking for her. We live in a small town. I searched for 3 hours. My husband finally leaves work in a panic, and we search and call the police. A search and rescue dog finally found her. It took us 6 hours to finally find her. She, to this day, won't tell us where she was. Fast forward to today. She said her stomach has been hurting her for 2 days. She's thrown up once and had diarrhea, none of which happened while my husband and I were around. I just got over a cold, sinus infection, stomach bug, and kidney infection. So I feel bad and take her to the pediatric quick care. On the way there, I tell her if she's faking, just tell me so I don't waste time and gas to drive her. It's my last day before I have to go back to work, and I need to get some things done. She tells me no, she really is in pain. Tells the doctor the same. But in the waiting room, she is laughing and talking normal. That doc suggests to us to go to the ER because of how much pain she's in. Now in the ER, and ruled out appendicitis, and again laughing and talking just fine. And come to find out, she has been exaggerating how much pain she's in, and I'm stuck waiting in this hospital for x-rays and test results. My husband can't switch me because he has no gas, and we had to drive 30 minutes into town to come to this doctor. I am literally about to cry. I am so mad. I told my husband he can deal with everything with her from now on. All discipline, appointments, parent-teacher conferences, and everything. He thinks I'm overwhelmed and going too far. I married him and she was part of the package, so am I the a-hole for telling him this? And then she gives a nice and long edit. She says, edit, I'd like to clarify some things. First, she is already scheduled for therapy. It took a minute to get her set up and we had to wait for the new year, but her appointment is set for next week. Secondly, I wouldn't be ignoring her or completely erasing her from my life. I just wanted my husband to deal with everything I've been dealing with. I work full time and still do everything for the kids. He's currently not working because he lost his job when the missing for 6 hours thing happened. I was hoping if I passed the torch on appointments and parent conferences and discipline, etc., then he'd understand my frustration and help me. I had to text. I had to text this to him and did not say it in front of her. I have always advocated for her. I got her into therapy. I got her a dog, hoping she'd feel loved by something if for some reason she didn't feel loved by us. I got her help in school when she was struggling. None of these things would be done if I was not here supporting her in the ways that I can. I'm frustrated because it's escalating and wasting time money, jobs, etc. Regardless, I've always loved her. I'm not heartless or washing my hands clean. Thirdly, she doesn't really have anything we can take away. We can't afford sports or extracurricular activities. She doesn't have a phone or a computer. The TV is about what we can take away, and we have. We even increased her chores list after the stunt with the dog. I've had countless conversations with her, one on one time. Dad is here and means well, but he doesn't take the time with any of the kids and isn't really emotionally available. And mom comes in and out, sees her on holidays and maybe once every 3 or 4 months, not super present, and is by her choice. She is the one that left her and willingly signed that my husband could have sole custody. So we can already see right here that the husband is not involved in his kids' lives that much. And this mom, the stepmom, is the one making the big efforts, that's doing all of the things. And now she's saying, look, this is your child. You created this child. You're going to have to participate in the life of this child a lot more. And that's really what we should be doing anyway. These men have got to come in and start pulling their weight as far as parenting, discipline, all of the appointments that we go through. They should be going through these things with the moms. I don't think that that's too much to ask, to have the men shoulder some of this responsibility, some of the responsibilities that they have helped create. Absolutely not the a-hole. All right, so let's look at some of these comments. Forest Dreamer says, it sounds like you're completely overwhelmed and doing your best to manage a tough situation. Your husband needs to step up and share the parenting responsibilities, especially since she's his biological daughter. Elle says, it's only fair for her husband to take on more responsibility, considering this is his daughter. Parenting should be a partnership. This might even be because she's seeking more attention from the dad. That's a good point. Yummy for my tummy says, not more, all. Give him all the responsibility. Hold Fast says, no. OP married the guy with his daughter. She can't just stay with him but wash her hands of the kid. But he needs to step up and handle the discipline at the very least. Read the Thing says, I think it wouldn't hurt for him to take 100% responsibility, at least for the next few months. He's been letting his wife be in charge of everything related to the kids for their whole lives. So he doesn't really know how much work it is. He needs to take his turn at being the lead parent for a little while. If not for all the kids, then at least for the oldest. He needs to understand how much work his wife has been doing. And honestly, him being more present and active in his daughter's life could go a long way towards helping with some of the abandonment issues that are likely causing some of these behaviors. Holdfast02 says, I absolutely agree that he needs to step up and give his daughter the attention she's clearly craving, yes. But her stepping down or back is going to be counterproductive in dealing with a teenager who already feels neglected. Okay, Refrigerator says, it sounds like she feels neglected by her dad and resents the stepmom trying to fill in. I've been that stepmom, and the family therapist had to tell me to stop doing things for my stepkid that their father should be doing. Even with a long and supportive history, kids want their bio parents to notice them, and that is okay. I'm going to end it with this one. Forsaken Dog says, feels like he's not much present with the other kids too. And then Happy Goth Kitty says, OP is a married single mother. She might as well leave the hubby for a few days or weeks with his kid alone and take her kids to see how peaceful it really is without the added drama and how much chaos his kid is bringing so he can appreciate the OP more. But I'm petty. Probably wouldn't go back to that at all. OP might want to get ready to flee with her kids in case her stepkid doesn't stop this. This is mental and emotional terrorism this brat is putting her through. So there's that. Yeah, like I said, sometimes technology doesn't always work for us, but we got through it. Obviously, this woman is not the a-hole, but like that person said, this is an example of a married single mother. She is shouldering most of the work within the home. This is one of the reasons why women are opting out, because the men not stepping up. Join the conversation and let me know what you think of this one. Like, comment, and share.